Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Doctor Who Christmas special, Joy to the World. So I'm going to get into this video. What did I think of the episode? Because I thought this was a pretty good episode. I think one of Ncuti Gatwa's best episodes so far, if I'm completely honest. I do like the Christmas special. I think it's really good. I remember watching it on Christmas Day, and it was really entertaining, and just a great episode really, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So we open with the Doctor, and he's running around trying to give people a cheese and ham toasty. It's a bit random, really. You're a bit confused to start off with, but it makes sense as they go through the whole thing. So we have him going around a ham and cheese toasty and a latte and all that sort of stuff. It's so random, and he's just going through all these different the time zone hotel, which is this kind of hotel with many doors to different time periods, which I think is rather interesting and rather odd, really. But yeah, it was quite fun, and this story was written by Stephen Moffat, who is a Doctor Who legend. I mean, he's written a lot of the Peter Capaldi stuff, Matt Smith stuff, Eccleston, Tennant. He's written for them, so it's really great to see him, back writing again. So it's great seeing. Yeah, so I thought this was a very good episode to start off with. I like how it draw you in by having the Doctor running around, going through all the different time zones, trying to deliver this cheese and ham toasty, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, so that was cool seeing. Something else I did like about the episode after that, obviously the Doctor Who theme. Obviously that's always brilliant. Apparently it's been updated by the looks of it, but yeah, a little bit, but I'm not really sure on that really. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a solid episode, pretty good all round. Ncuti Gatwa did an amazing performance, and then we have this new kind of one-off companion who arrives, and they're kind of lonely, and they're, you know, a bit depressed, and stuff like that. So they check into this hotel on Christmas Eve, or whenever it's set. I know it's set around Christmas, but I'm not specifically. I don't think they specifically say, but I'm not sure. I believe it's around that. And her name's Joy, and she turns up, and basically she's just looking around and getting a hotel room and all of that. So that's really interesting to see. And then we got the hotel assistant, like the lady who does all the bookings and stuff. She turns up there, but I'll get more about her later because her and the Doctor do have a really good friendship throughout the story. So I'm gonna go on to that leave that for now. Yeah, so Joy arrives there. She's a bit lonely, and then she arrives there, and then obviously the Doctor, he's in the time hotel. He's just got there, and he then works with this other guy who works at the hotel, and he wants to know what's going on. So they basically follow this guy who's got a briefcase, and it's like attached to his wrist. So he follows him all the way there. So that's pretty interesting. So he follows him all the way there. But it turns out this briefcase, yeah, then whoever gets hold of it afterwards, they then get disintegrated like that. It's just so weird. I don't know. And then basically, look, everyone who gets involved with the briefcase literally gets killed. Literally all the way throughout the story, death after death after death, and all that sort of stuff, which is a bit interesting. It just like kills them instantly. And we have a Silurian popping up here who works at the Time Hotel. And he talks about how he was, found underneath the ground, and he managed to rise, and then and they kept on saying stuff like the seeds will rise and stuff, something like that. But they didn't really explain it in a way, which is a bit odd. But I don't really know, to be fair. But I think it was a good story, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought it was a solid story. So we have that, that Silurian walking around, and they've got the case attached to them, and then they go in to see the Doctor, and the Doctor obviously starts some beef with the Silurian, and and there's kind of the jokes about them like like hurting each other and stuff. So that's a bit funny. And then the briefcase then gets passed on to Joy, and the Doctor's like, "No, don't touch it," and he's all protective as the Doctor is. I mean, in the classic series, he wasn't particularly like that. He was like, "Let them die," But in modern Doctor, he's a bit more, safe. Um, so Joy's got attached to him. He then opens up the briefcase and tries to hack the kind of thing. but it turns out apparently if it's not closed within like 5 seconds or something, she'll die and be disintegrated, and that'll be passed on to the next person. But then the Doctor appears out of nowhere and says, "Oh, there's the code, and type that in, and she'll be fine." And that happens, and you were like, "How did he get there?" You know what I mean? Yeah, meant to kind of think that in the loop. But then she goes through with the other Doctor. Joy then goes through with the other Doctor, and then we follow this version of the Doctor, who is the Doctor we started the episode with, obviously. He then has to stay on Earth for an entire year. So from 2024 to 2025, he's there for the entire year, and he goes really close to Anita, who is the hotel receptionist woman, and he ends up saying, "Oh, is there any chance I could have this room for an entire year and work, basically?" And so we get to see some really great stuff. I think Ncuti Gatwa is an absolutely amazing actor, and I really did enjoy him do it in the role of the Doctor in this episode. I just love how it's so random seeing the Doctor knowing what, and when he was ordering people's food, he used the psychic paper to see what people were thinking about what their food. And I just thought that was really great. I mean, I could imagine this Doctor Who episode with someone else. I can imagine this with Peter Capaldi or Matt Smith. It kind of had that kind of vibe. Like I could see a different Doctor being in that scene. But I think it really fits Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor because he's quite happy and, you know, and quite a good actor as well. He's a pretty good actor. I really liked the way they did that. They putting the Doctor in a situation where he's got like no TARDIS, no nothing. Well, he's got a sonic screwdriver, that's about it really, but he hasn't really got anything. And I think him and Anita kind of had that kind of, I'd say, quite good friendship. I wouldn't say it was romantic, but I think Anita wanted it to be. You know what I mean? But I think the Doctor's not that interested really, but he likes her as a good friend and stuff. And I thought that was really sweet. And you know, if I'm completely honest, and if you look through all the advertising, you think that Joy is the main companion of this episode. And to an extent, yeah, but no, I would say Anita is more of a strong companion. Something else I'm going to mention is I really did love the joke. The joke about the Doctor saying, "Oh, well," Anita says, "Oh, where did you get all of those from?" He said, "There's an awful lot of them on eBay, eBay and like Amazon or something like that." He said, "There's a lot of them online." I think that's what they actually said, which I found quite funny because obviously, you know, loads of Doctor Who memorabilia. You got all the little police boxes and stuff, and I own quite a few police boxes and stuff. Obviously the little ones, obviously not. I don't own a live scale one. That would be pretty cool, but I don't. Yeah, so I thought that was quite cool that he had all the little TARDISes on there, and he had all of his notes throughout the year, all written in Gallifreyan text and stuff. I believe it was Gallifreyan text. I could be wrong, but I think it was. Yeah, so I really did like that relationship with Anita, and I feel a bit sad that she didn't become a companion, because as much as you say about Joy being the main companion of this episode, she probably wasn't really, to be fair. But I would say that Anita and the Doctor kind of got on better, because the Doctor tried to aggravate Joy to make the thing come off. You know, obviously the chain that then holds the briefcase in half, which reminded me of a scene from Only Fools and Horses. You know, in Chain Gang, the episode where the guy's got this suitcase full of gold and he has it attached to him. Sorry if you guys no idea what I'm talking about, but that's as a reference to Only Fools and Horses, if you don't know. But yeah, I found that really interesting, having that suitcase kind of be this thing that killed loads of people. And yeah, so then, as I mentioned about the Time Hotel, let's come back to the Time Hotel. You basically have the Doctor just in the Time Hotel. Obviously, he goes back in time, then he gives the password, then he takes Joy, and then they go back to, you know, like dinosaurs and stuff. And the dinosaur eats the bloody case. He eats it. He eats. He eats the case, and then he suddenly turns, like, his eyes go red, and he starts like hungering and says all the stuff, which I found pretty cool. And then the suitcase, or briefcase, or however you want to say, ends up in this vault, like, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, as the Doctor goes in there for the Time Hotel. I think about 2,000 years ago. make it a bit more precise. The suitcase is there, but then obviously the suitcase then kills Joy. And obviously there's a really dark story behind Joy. Her mum like died in hospital in 2020, which is really sad. Obviously she probably died of coronavirus, which is heavily hinted. But yeah, it was quite a bit sad. If I can be honest, that was a bit emotional. But yeah, I think that was good executed, and yeah, I thought it was a pretty good story, and beat for beat, it was entertaining. I mean, seeing the ginormous dinosaur was pretty cool. I just found that pretty cool. Yeah, so that was great. Yeah, I found the whole story pretty good, and at the end, all of the people who died throughout the story. So you got Silurian, Joy, all those other people, the people who work in the hotel who died because of the briefcase thingy. So they end up all going into this giant star. So they overthrow the data. So they've been uploaded to the cloud in a way. So they manage to escape the cloud, and then they go off into the star. And we see the star in like Bethlehem. So technically saying that they're the star of Bethlehem. But yeah, I don't know. That's where the story goes a bit odd. But if I'm completely honest, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I've probably said that enough during this whole video. But yeah, I would say it's one of the best Doctor Who Christmas specials. I know that's quite a bold statement to make. I mean, there are some bad Doctor Who Christmas specials, but I would say this one is solid. And I would say this and The Church on Ruby Road are pretty on par, really, with each other. I would say that they go pretty well together. And I think Ncuti Gatwa is a great actor. And I think this episode, particularly, is better than some of the episodes that were in Series 14, just to me personally. But yeah, I thought it was a solid story, and it's kind of what I think about it. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I really hope that in Doctor Who Series 15, I really hope Anita turns up. And if she doesn't, I'll be a bit sad, because she did get employed by the Time Hotel at the end of the story, and we did see Ruby looking out at the end of the story as well. But I just feel Anita's story isn't quite over, and I hope we see her again in some form of something. And yeah, really. I should probably mention, this is my Christmas jumper I got for Christmas. It is of Deadpool, obviously, but pretty cool. Just thought I might show that off there. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a video soon enough. Whenever I can actually make a video, I will be making some videos soon. I'm hoping to do a video on Last of the Mine Christmas special from 1997. There Goes the Groom. I'm hoping to get that out at some point. It might come in January, but it might come in the next 2 or 3 days. So I hope you all enjoy that. And I've got some other videos planned. I've got planned a review of Outnumbered, so if you want to see my thoughts on that, I'll be making a video of that. And then also Beyond Paradise Christmas special. I've got plans to do that as well, because I did it last year as well. So I just hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll be back soon with plenty more videos. So bye for now.